that is 0-0.
Yeah, Noah Siddiqui was the one who had some great opportunities. Let's look at the first one and talk us through it, Gary.
Yeah, we did. He did well in this first phase, to be honest. He plays the ball there to give and go. He's seen the space, attacked the space, the ball's in front. He does everything right up until this point. It's a great save in the end. I just thought he could maybe open his body out a little bit more.
And maybe even just have another touch, because he's taking his shot from the edge of the box. You can see here his first touch. He's got enough time to take it even closer to the keeper.
What a great piece of play.
Yeah, well, this is another one, John, from Siddiqui. Two great opportunities for him to put the house in.
They pass the ball around. They play well in midfield, and they're very strong up front. As the ball comes in here, as you can see, I think obviously you may look at it and think it's a miss, but I think that's going in if it doesn't get a deflection. Mason Mount gets a bit of a deflection on it, and if it doesn't hit Mason Mount, I don't think the keeper's getting anywhere near that with the power he had on that.
Yeah, Mason Mount today deputising since there's no Casemiro in the team, which we know is going to be the case next season. How's he done so far?
He's done okay. I think he's had a mixed bag in terms of his performance. Just look at a few of the highlights here. I think he's asked to play in a very different...
Here's a full article based on that controversy. A storm of controversy has erupted following a dramatic match that left players, managers, and supporters furious after multiple penalty appeals were waved away by the referee, with VAR choosing not to intervene despite widespread belief that at least one decision should have been over.
A fierce storm of controversy has swept through the football world after a dramatic match was overshadowed by a series of highly disputed penalty decisions. What should have been a showcase of skill and competition quickly turned into a heated debate about officiating standards and the role of video assistant referee. The tension began to build midway through the game, as multiple incidents inside the penalty area led to strong appeals from attacking players. On each occasion, the referee waved play on, dismissing claims despite what many observers believed to be clear contact. With the stakes high, attention immediately shifted to VAR, the system designed to correct clear and obvious errors. However, in a sequence of decisions that left fans stunned, VAR chose not to overturn any of the calls. The immediate aftermath on the pitch was chaotic. Players from the attacking side surrounded the referee, protesting passionately and demanding explanations. Emotions ran high, with visible frustration spilling over as the sense of injustice grew. The crowd responded in kind, filling the stadium with boos and chants that reflected their disbelief. Off the pitch, the reaction was even more explosive. Social media platforms lit up with criticism, as fans, former players, and analysts dissected each incident frame by frame. Hashtags calling out inconsistency and poor officiating quickly began trending, with many questioning how such decisions could stand in the era of advanced technology. Television replays only deepened the divide. Some pundits argued that the referee had remained consistent in applying a high threshold for awarding penalties, suggesting that minimal contact should not decide crucial matches. Others strongly disagreed, insisting that at least one of the challenges met the criteria for a foul, and that VAR had failed in its duty to intervene. The controversy has once again brought scrutiny onto VAR, particularly in competitions like the Premier League, where its use has been a constant source of debate. Initially introduced to bring clarity and fairness, the system is now being accused by critics of creating more confusion and frustration than it resolves. At the heart of the issue lies the question of interpretation. While technology can provide multiple angles and slow-motion replays, it cannot eliminate the subjective nature of refereeing decisions. What one official considers sufficient contact, another may view as incidental. This gray area continues to fuel controversy, even with VAR in place. As the dust settles, the match will likely be remembered not for its footballing quality, but for the debate it ignited. Once again, VAR stands at the center of the storm, intended as a solution, yet increasingly seen as part of the problem. The football world now waits to see whether governing bodies will respond to the growing pressure or allow the controversy to linger unresolved.